Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. We back. We're here. What's going on? What's good? We're about to do some NFL news, watch some videos from OTAs. We about to do all that shit. We about to do it. That's what we doing. What's good? Hello, people in the chat. Early gang. First, what's up? Yo, Tico. What's good? Howdy, partner. Howdy. Season feels like it's close. No, not at all. Sorry, it's not. It is very far away. We got a very long time. I'm going live on TikTok. And, yeah, we got a very long time until the season starts. You know, we got weeks, months, very, very long time. September 5th, I believe it is the first day of the season, and it is not even June yet. It is only May. We got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We got like 4 more months, ladies and gentlemen, so it is going to be a fat minute until we actually get to watch some real football. But in the meantime, we got some news to talk about. You know, we got good old news. Who doesn't love news? I mean, we got plenty of that. We at least got OTAs, so I mean, OTAs is cool. I mean, shit, you could have nothing, so something's better than nothing. That's all I'll say. I'd rather have something than nothing. That's the truth. That is the truth at the end of the day. But we're going to get into some NFL news here shortly. What's going on, people on TikTok? Howdy. We're going to be doing some NFL news, watching some videos from OTAs. We're actually going to start off with some videos from OTAs because we ended with that yesterday, and I think it's better off we start with it today. So we're going to do that today. We are going to start off with some videos from OTAs. I'm going to wait until we get some more people in here. In the meantime, what's chat saying? 4 months, what up? At least the dry spell is starting to end. Yeah, kinda. You know, the real dry spell ends June 11th. That's when football kinda like, we get a little bit more shit going on when June 11th gets here. That's when mandatory minicamp starts. You know, OTAs is cool, but mandatory minicamp is better because it's mandatory, you know? We're going to get way more people happening or being there, doing their shit. So that should be a much more fun time than what we got going on right now. So I'm happy that we at least got something. It's better than nothing, but it's still boring. We don't have much happening. It is pretty slow, but we don't mind it. You know, we got other sports going on. Basketball's happening, you know, freaking Celtics Pacers last night. That wasn't bad. I didn't mind that. That was actually a really good game, surprisingly. I was not expecting the fucking Pacers to... You know, dude, the Pacers, like, choked, bro. The Pacers choked so hard. They choked so hard, man. They choked like freaking... A1 choking from the Pacers. That was bad. I wish they didn't choke, but... What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? You know, Jason Tatum popped off in overtime. Fuck Jason Tatum. Me and all my homies hate Jason Tatum. He really screwed me over on my freaking prize picks thing. You know, I needed him to have, what was it, less than 45 and a half. And freaking, if they didn't go to overtime, it would have hit. But it went to overtime, and it didn't hit because it went to overtime. So, fuck overtime. Fuck the Pacers. I don't even know what the hell. But what's going on, people on TikTok? What's going on? If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on this board behind me, and we're going to start talking some news here. Actually, we should start talking some news now because I started late today, so let's get right on into the news. Bam! We're watching videos. So if you are watching on TikTok, I suggest you go over to Twitch so that you can watch these videos. Here we got a video of Caleb Williams throwing a ball to, I believe, DJ Moore it was. Could be wrong. Look at that. What a pretty pass. Dude, he's got such a great wide receiver core. That lucky man. He is such a lucky dude, Mr. Caleb Williams. He doesn't even realize how lucky he is. I mean, shit. That guy's going to be throwing the ball to DJ Moore, fucking Rome Odunze, and Keenan Allen. What the hell? You know, what kind of rookie QB gets that kind of freaking, like, stuff? That's not right. That's just wrong. But whatever. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board, and you'll be able to watch the videos that we are watching right now. Here we got Saquon Barkley. Look at Saquon Barkley in the Eagles jersey. I love that. Saquon Barkley catching some bubble routes. catching some bubbles, running through some bags. Saquon Barkley looks good. He's got a little... No, he doesn't. I was going to say he has a brace on, but that's just a calf brace. Damn, dude, them thick boy legs. No diddy. That boy got some thick boy legs. Here we got TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith working out at Steelers OTAs. If you're watching on TikTok, you can watch these videos too if you head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. If you head over there, you're going to see all these videos that we're watching. You can't obviously see them on TikTok because you can only see me. So head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board, and come watch these videos with me. We're only going to be looking at them for another like 10 minutes, and then we're going to get into actual news. But here we got, is that Joey Porter? I think that might be 27. I don't think that's Joey Porter. I don't know who that is. But Trice? Oh, Corey Trice. Okay. Oh, here we got GP. I saw this video yesterday. But GP go working through the bags. What is this? Packers had almost perfect attendance in OTAs. What's how do you Kaizen? I called him Kaizen Nixon. I know that's not how you say his name.
Last year in the playoffs, and
I have to figure out how you say his name.
Here, you know, for what is essentially still.
Let's see what they're asking him.
Workout. That nice to see.
I mean, I feel like we let it.
You know why the Packers have a perfect attendance at their OTAs? It's because there's nobody who's in a contract problem because everybody on the team is a fucking rookie. Everybody on the team is either a rookie or a second year or a third year player. There's nobody on this team who's like in need of a contract. Maybe Jordan Love, but Jordan Love's not going to not show up. I mean, shit, he's just happy to be there. The man's about to get paid real soon, so he's just happy to be there. That's why there's nobody perfect attendance at their OTAs. No fucking duh. When you have a fucking team full of guys on rookie contracts, obviously you're going to have everybody showing up for OTAs. That's like, what the fuck? What is this? Jordan Brooks, I'm being involuntary OTAs.
Playing with. I got to get to know the guys that I'm playing with, get to know the system, and let them get to know me. And so it was important that I be here. It was mandatory for me, so I'm glad I came. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. I like Jordan Brooks. You know, that was a good addition. I like that. I like him. Good linebacker for the Dolphins this offseason. I'm kind of happy with that. What are y'all saying in the chat? How are the Vikings doing in OTAs? I heard that J.J. McCarthy is struggling. I heard that J.J. McCarthy might be sucking some ass. So we'll have to look into that a little bit further. But besides that, I mean, there ain't much more happening at freaking Vikings OTAs. You got Justin Jefferson not there. I mean, shit. It's interesting. What are OTAs? OTAs are operational team activity. No. Optional team activity? I think that's what it was. Optional team. Oh, wait. Organized team activity. Look, I have it still pulled up. Organized team activity is what OTAs are. It's like the first step of the offseason. And, yeah. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow to get your name at the board. We're looking at videos of Jaden Daniels throwing some balls to Jahan Dotson. Is that Sam Hartman next to him? I don't know. But this is him throwing the ball to, I don't know, 18? I don't know who that is. This is him throwing the ball to, don't know who that is either. Fuck. But, oh, Sam Hartman's wearing 11. Jaden Daniels throwing some pretty passes. That is, what's his face? That guy who was taken before Monroe. I can't remember his name. Not important guy. Just a couple, you know, lobs, just lobbing that ball, putting it out there. Oh, okay, that's on a nice little line. I like that. That's good to see. Jaden Daniels doing it. How do y'all think Jaden Daniels is going to be on the Commanders? I think he'll be good. Jahan Dotson breakout season. I'm a fan of that. I don't mind that. I like that. I like to hear that. I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm not opposed to that at all. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following. Make sure you're following if you're watching on Twitch. And if you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show and follow to get your name on the board. Anybody who follows on Twitch gets their name on the board. Look, we got Jalen Johnson showing up at Bears OTAs. What's Brock Purdy saying here?
You're able to step up and flew by him. Just the prospect, or what's it like having him on the field this time of year and when he's usually not here during OTAs?
Nick Bosa is never there at OTAs.
You tell it means something to him, you know, and to show up phase 3, practicing on the field, like, it's pretty special, you know. So for all of us to see that, it's like
this is Brock Purdy, by the way. If you're just if you're listening on TikTok,
regardless,
it's Brock Purdy.
like being out in the field, giving our guys looks, the offensive line looks, for myself, pocket movement, all that kind of stuff, man. It's huge. You know?
Yeah, nothing of importance. They're just happy that Nick Bosa is there. Here we got, that's the DJ Moore video. Look at Najee throwing that fucking medicine ball. Shit. Look at him throw that medicine ball. Hot damn. Look at him. Look at that. Oh, That's a 50-pound medicine ball, bruh. That's a 50-pound medicine ball. He freaking threw that thing with some I'd love to see a big season from Najee, you know, going into a contract. No, this is a contract year. This is the last year on his contract with the Steelers. Going into next season, he can get paid. I'd love to see Najee Harris fucking ball out this season and get paid next year. Love to see that. Because there really is no running backs, you know, go off and then end up getting paid. So that'll be interesting to see. Here we got Calvin Ridley. What's Calvin Ridley doing here? Calvin Ridley's running a route. Catching passes from Will Levis. Woo! Nice. What is this? This is Calvin Ridley again, I believe. Yeah, that's Calvin Ridley. A little late on the pass from Will Levis. Will Levis here again, just throwing it. Calvin Ridley once again, slant. Nice little grab over the middle. That is, I don't know who that was, but Titans are working out. Great wide receiver room they got in their hands. Oh, look at Derrick Henry. I haven't seen this. Look at this. Derrick Henry running through drills in that 22 in the Ravens uniform. Kind of looks fucking nasty. Love that. He looks gross, bruh. He looks gross. I kind of like, I understand I didn't really like the Ravens offseason. I don't think they did very much. I don't think they did nothing much at all. But Derrick Henry in that backfield is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that. Here we got Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. No, this is from yesterday. I watched this yesterday. I'm not going to watch it again. The big fellas are working hard today at another round of OTAs in Ashburn. We got Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat. I think that Montez Sweat, right? No, De'Aaron Payne. What am I talking about? Not Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat isn't on the Commanders anymore. They traded him. Here we got Harrison Butker. One of the most hated men in America right now, Mr. Harrison Butker. Also one of the most loved men in America, too. Kind of crazy, you know, if they hate us because they ain't us sometimes, you know? Harrison Butker doing his thing. What is this? No contract, no problem. We watched that yesterday. Keon Coleman looking dangerous at Chiefs OTA. Oh, that's not Keon Coleman. That's Corey Coleman, you fucking asshole. A.J. Brown, no Devonta Smith today at OTAs. But we got A.J. Brown at OTAs. That pass was very much behind him. I don't know. Oh, but it's a guy throwing it. It's not Jalen Hurts. Can't fall for the Calvin Ridley hype again. I'll fall for it. Matthew Judon, Mike Tomlin. Oh, Rashad Bateman. What's Rashad Bateman up to? You know, how do y'all think Rashad Bateman's gonna do this season? What are y'all thinking about that? Fucking, Rashad Bateman, he's going to be the wide receiver 2 once again in that frickin' Ravens offense. I just don't know. Oh, we have 2 followers, Jiggy Glizzy and Angel P. Thank you for following. If you follow on Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show, I'll give you a little shout out. I'll be like, yo, thank you for following. But make sure you're following. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board. You're thinking he won't get many targets. 700 yards at most. He's going to be mid. Yeah, it's very likely. Very likely Rashad Bateman will be mid. It is very likely. I mean, shit, he hasn't done anything so far in his career yet. I don't know what's going to change now, but who knows? Oh, we got a couple followers. TGB Kaner, Code Will just followed. Nanobot just followed. Thank you for following. If you follow at Tico Fantasy Show on Twitch, come through, follow. We're trying to get to 3,000 followers. We're 83 followers away. But yeah, Rashad Bateman. What is this? George Kittle in OTAs in street clothes, not working out. He's just there for the fun time, you know. Sometimes that's just good enough, just being there. Oh, look at this. So here's our first pictures of Ezekiel Elliott back with the Cowboys. You know, we got him wearing the 15, not going to lie. It looks fucking stupid because he doesn't wear 15. He wears 21. 21 is his number, not 15. Don't care if you wore it at Ohio State. Don't give a shit. But I just don't like that on him. It pisses me off a little bit that he didn't wear 21. I really wish fucking Ezekiel Elliott wore 21, but whatever the fuck. What are you going to do? But Dak Prescott's out there throwing passes. I heard some good stuff about Trey Lance today. Don't know if there's any truth behind that, but heard some good stuff about Trey Lance. Heard that the team's really excited to see how he looks this offseason. You know, they want to see what he's going to be doing. Trey Lance is wearing number 5, I believe. I could be wrong. I think Trey Lance is wearing 5, though. Not 100% sure. But they said they've liked what they've seen from him so far this offseason from Trey Lance. They want to see more from him. They called him very coachable, which doesn't really mean jack shit. I don't know why you call a player very coachable. I doubt that Dak Prescott even gets... I mean, not Dak Prescott. I doubt that Trey Lance even gets to see the field unless we have a Dak Prescott injury. He'll probably won't even see the field much in the preseason. It's rough being a Trey Lance fan, which I am, so rough. What is this? We got George Pickens bouncing on balls, no Diddy, running through big old black sticks. Big old black dummies he be running through. Where's Roman Wilson? I don't even see Roman Wilson out there. Texans helmets at OTAs in 2023 versus 2025. They look pretty similar. The only thing I see different is that they'd say I don't see any difference. The only difference I see, like on CJ Stroud's, I see that obviously he has a different visor. He has the red Oakley with the first one, the black Oakley with the second, and then the back of the helmet says Houston now instead of Texans, but it's pretty much the same shit. And you got the little Houston logo on the back too, so not really much different there. I don't know really why they showed that. This is the video from yesterday of J.J. McCarthy throwing to Jalen Naylor. Here is some quick takeaways from Saints OTAs. That's yesterday. Oh, I love this pass. Look at this no-look pass from Aaron Rodgers. Fucking gross. I can't remember this guy's name. This is the guy who had the kick return on the 9/11 game, Gibson. Being coachable is important. I mean, I guess not really, but it is important. Like, obviously, you want a player who's coachable, but that's not saying that much. You know, most players I like to think are coachable. So Xavier Gibson, yes, thank you. He's the one who had that 9/11 the kick return, but he's over here catching a no-look pass from Aaron Rodgers. You know, no Mike Williams out there, so I like to think they got a couple more guys out there than usual. So, yeah. That they got a couple guys out there who usually wouldn't be out there, you know. I want to see Malachi Corley a little bit more, bro. I fucking like Malachi Corley. Love Malachi Corley. He's looked very, very good in all the videos I've seen. Once again, though, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board. I will shout you out, give you a little hello, thank you for following. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following because, you know, we're streaming every day at 4:30 or close to 4:30. We're a little late today, but you get the gist. You get the thing. Here's a throw from Caleb Williams. Oh my, that's loud. Oh my God, what a catch, Rome Odunze. What a catch! It's a great catch. Great throw too. Look, so off the sideways. Oh my God, fuck. Only Caleb Williams throw. Rome Odunze, what a connection. That's going to be a good one for years to come. That's not even Rome Odunze, is it? Rome Odunze's not wearing 14. Rome Odunze's wearing 15, now that I remember. That's not Rome Odunze. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Who is this? Who's 14 for the Bears? Anybody know? Velus Jones Jr.? Who wears 14 for the Bears? Hey, we got a follower. Tippins? Santipins? I don't know, something like that. Thank you for following. Steelers QB Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. This is Russell Wilson throwing the ball. Slant. This is, once again, Russell Wilson throwing the ball. Hey, Lil Walk just followed. Thoughts on Ricky Pearsall? I like Ricky Pearsall, you know? If if Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel get hurt, Ricky Pearsall to the moon, baby. Ricky Pearsall to the moon. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's number 14 for the fucking for the Bears. Well, that's not who we're looking at here. Let's see, what do we got here? Day 2, a little bit more D, including milk tearing through the pads. Noticeable zip and extreme tight spiral from Russell Wilson. Arm strength is definitely there. Good feet from both Russ and Fields. Simple stuff to start, but still great to see. Here we got Justin Ross and Rashee Rice. Justin Watson is one of the vet receivers here at OTAs. No sign of Travis Kelce and Chris Jones at Chiefs OTAs. Not that crazy. I mean, shit, they'll probably pop out for mandatory minicamp. I doubt that they have no reason to be there at OTAs. You know, those old heads, there's no reason for them to pop out to these things. You know, the OTAs are more for the young guys, I feel. Like the guys who are still developing their game and getting ready for the next season. The old guys don't need to be out there. The vets, sometimes it's good to just have the vets out there, just standing out there. They don't really need to practice or anything, but still, whatever. From the Vikings Instagram, OMG, we need to have a dialogue about Darisaw looking like an absolute unit at OTAs. Trent Williams 2.0. Christian Darisaw looking like a unit. I love that fucking stupid-ass helmet he got on him. That dumbass helmet that frickin' George Kittle wears, too. I hate that helmet. It looks like a frickin' like, bird. Looks fucking stupid as shit, but that's the helmet they wear, some of these O-linemen. That dumb frickin' doink helmet. We'll keep scrolling here. Hollywood Brown practicing at OTAs. He's wearing the number 5, got a leg sleeve on, stretching it out, doing a... That looks like a DB drill. He ain't catching passes or anything. Oh, yes he is. Oh! Fire it in there. Dak Prescott said, following today's second OTAs practice, Dak Prescott said, quote unquote, I don't play for the money, which is kind of cap. I know like every football player plays for the money. You get paid millions of dollars. Even if you're not getting a new contract, you still get millions of dollars. So that's kind of cap, but you do play for money. But whatever. Dak Prescott says he doesn't play for the money. He says he doesn't play for the money. First look at Xavier Worthy at OTAs. This is from 4 hours ago. Xavier Worthy did not practice today because he was dealing with a hamstring strain. So no Xavier Worthy at Chiefs practice. I mean, he was there, clearly, but not actually practicing, just standing around looking pretty, doing his thing. And now this is kind of yesterday's stuff. This is what is this? Eagles OTAs here with 4 QBs. Jalen Hurts, Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKay, Will Greer. Just running. This is a minute-long video. Let's check it out. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board, and watch these videos that I'm watching because I know you want to watch them. Where's Kenny Pickett? Where's Kenny Pickett? Is that Kenny Pickett? Nope, this is Kenny Pickett. This is Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is wearing the number 7 for the Steelers, and he is never going to touch the field, so it does not matter, but Kenny Pickett already 2 years in and out. Kenny Pickett. We don't love Kenny Pickett. I can't say we do. I'm not a fan. Browns OTAs, a win for the offense. We got Deshaun Watson. No, this is not Deshaun Watson. This is... I don't know who that is. Number 5? That could be DTR. Who's number 5? Who's number 5 for the Browns? Browns roster. Number 5 is... Oh, that's Jameis Winston. Okay, fuck. I should have realized that. I'm a dingus. I should have known that that was Jameis Winston. That's embarrassing. I should have definitely known that was Jameis. But Deshaun Watson didn't practice today because he was dealing with some shoulder soreness, which, what the fuck, man? It's been like half a year, not a half a year, but it's been like 4 or 5 months since he's had surgery on that shoulder. So, you know, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on, Mr. Deshaun Watson? You should be ready to go by now. You shouldn't have any soreness in that shoulder. It's a little interesting. Video compilation of Texans OTAs, some warm-ups, and then 7-on-7s. This is a 3-minute long video. We're not going to sit here and watch a 3-minute video. Here we got Max Crosby doing what he always does to begin OTAs, lead the pack. He's leading everybody, you know, just going through stretches and shit. Nothing crazy there. Deshaun Watson going through drills at OTAs. I think, okay, I guess maybe he worked out at OTAs, but didn't actually throw at OTAs. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Maybe. That would make kind of sense, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on this board. And if you're watching on TikTok, just like the screen. Just tap the screen. Like the screen. Or I think it's down here somewhere, but like the screen. Get that number up. I just like to see it go up. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. I love to see the little likes come through. It makes me happy. Hello from OTAs. What is this? Nothing, nothing, nothing. We might be running out of videos here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we got Josh Allen throwing passes to... I don't know who that was. But Josh Allen once again throwing passes to... That was the Keon Coleman, but that was from yesterday, so that's not... I'm not crazy about that. That was from yesterday, so nobody really cares about that. This is from yesterday. This is from yesterday. This is from today, but we already watched it. Yesterday. Harrison Butker. What is this? Yesterday. Here's J.J. McCarthy throwing some passes yesterday. 4 hours ago, back out at OTAs, checking out the QBs. We got Jaden Daniels over here. Frickin'... I don't know who the backup QB is for the Commanders, but whoever, somebody. Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor getting in some work together at OTAs is the first I've seen of that. I like that. I don't even think they got to touch the field together last season. That is going to be a mean duo that people are not ready for. Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor. I'm excited for that one. Very, very excited. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board. Thank you very much. Bryce Young here, 22 hours ago. Ezekiel Elliott at training camp. Aaron Rodgers, George Pickens. We got Patrick Mahomes. That was last year. Raheem Morris playing defense. What is this? Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. This is from yesterday, but I don't remember if I showed it. Javon Baker drops that pass, but actually he caught it. Just kidding. Malik Cunningham is working out with the wide receivers to start today's practice at OTAs. He's still listed as QB on the roster, but his potential future is uncertain. Dude, Malik Cunningham. Remember Louisville QB, I believe, Malik Cunningham. Working out with the wide receivers. What is this? Cowboys' first look at OTAs.
Hopefully.
That's just a podcast. Don't care. Oh, look at that. I don't know who that is. I was going to say that was Jared Verse, but it's not. That was Puka there before. That's Jared Verse. Blake Corum. I wanted to say that was Higbee, but it's not. But yeah, Rams are getting ready for OTAs, doing their thing. That's last year. That's this year. Nope, that's freaking Kyle Phillips. Okay, so that's about all the videos for that. It's time to get in some real news, though. Let's go to some news. Okay, real news time. Oh, we have no more new. I thought we had a new follower. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're following on Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following just normally. Make sure you're following. But we're getting into some real news here. Wow, the entire Dolphins defense hated current Eagles defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Well, yeah, that was what frickin' what's his face? Javon Holland said that shit yesterday. He was like, what do you call it? He said Vic Fangio like didn't care about the defense and didn't care about this and didn't care about that, and yeah, fuck Vic Fangio. We ain't with Vic Fangio over on this side, you know. We with Anthony Weaver now. Kirk Cousins said this. Kirk Cousins said, I am good to go. If the Super Bowl were today, I am playing. So Kirk Cousins says he's healthy, ready to go. Here we got Peyton Manning and Garrett Hurst playing Madden 99. Okay, don't care. Patrick Mahomes discussed the off-field problems of Rashee Rice. This is a real quote from Patrick Mahomes. He said, "We're trying to do whatever we can to get him on the right path so that he can be a great football player. But we want him to be a great person too." Well, you know, you gotta pull him out of Lambos and tell him to stop crashing them and tell him to stop punching photographers and tell him to stop doing a bunch of other stupid shit because that's what he's currently doing. A bunch of stupid shit. Stop doing stupid shit, Rashee Rice. Do some smart shit. Go read a book. What people have been waiting to see. We got Lamar Jackson throwing a pass here to probably Zay Flynn. Nope. Oh, he's throwing a pass to Derrick Henry. Look at that. Here we got Aaron Rodgers talking about something.
Why do you earlier there's pressure on all of us?
All of us, yeah.
Why do you say there's pressure on you?
Well, I think if I don't do what I know I'm capable of doing, we're all probably going to be out of here. So I like that kind of pressure, though. I know it's a tough market to play in. It's not for everybody. relish that opportunity. And that's the way the NFL is. I'm not saying anything monumental as you guys are typing away and putting your tweets out. This is how it is every single year. You might not say it, but as you get older in the league, if you don't perform, they're going to get rid of you or bring in the next guy to take over. I mean, it happened in Green
Jordan
Bay.
Travis.
So, and I'm, a few years older than I was back then. So I expect to play at a high level. I expect this to be productive and competitive and all that stuff to take care of itself.
I hope the Jets win some games. I hope the Jets are good this year. I hope, Aaron Rodgers doesn't just suck ass again. Or not suck ass, get hurt. He didn't suck ass. He didn't do anything. He fucking got hurt week 1, and that was it. But I hope we see Aaron Rodgers, come back, play healthy, at least stay out there for the majority of games. That would be nice. Even if he doesn't stay out there for the majority, I wouldn't mind seeing freaking Jordan Travis, coming back, getting a few snaps out there. That would make me very happy. We love Jordan Travis over here, Florida State alumni, Florida State legend. J-Trav, I was at the game. He got hurt. Very sad. But yeah, we want to see J-Trav on that Jets offense one day. That'd be very nice. Pittsburgh Steelers' Justin Fields plans to compete with Russell Wilson for the starting job until that is announced. Fields' mentality going into camp. Well, he can compete all he wants. He will probably not win it by week 1, but I think he will get it eventually. Hopefully he does. I'd love to see him get there eventually. TNT Sports is adding college football playoff games starting this season. They signed a 5-year sub-licensing agreement with ESPN. Nice. So you know how the only time you ever watch TNT is for the frickin' basketball? Well, now you're going to be able to watch it for fucking the college football playoffs. Nice. Shit. ESPN probably made a lot of money licensing that shit. And ESPN's trying to move a little bit. You can see this, actually. This is interesting. ESPN is kind of moving away from the whole, TV side of things. You've seen that they're canceling a lot of these shows. They're getting rid of a lot of their people. They're getting rid of a lot of everything. And they're kind of switching more towards social media and both betting. ESPN Bet, Penn Entertainment, popping off. That be happening. How do you feel about a potential 20-week season with 2 preseason games and 2 bye weeks? I saw somebody say something about this. I think we'll find something down here somewhere. I thought I read a tweet about it, but I'm not opposed to it. I like the idea better of I thought what I saw was an 18-week season with 2 bye weeks, not a 20-week season. A 20-week season is fucking wild. That's too many games. 20-week season is way too many games for the NFL. Way too many. But 18 I can get away with. If you give them an extra bye week, I think adding an extra game and adding the bye week would be awesome. And then, what did they say? That makes it so. The great thing about that, if they do the 18-week season with the 2 bye weeks, is that when the Super Bowl is the day before President's Day, I think, or Independence Day. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's before one of those days. So the day after the Super Bowl, you get to, or Memorial Day, I'm not quite sure, but the day after the Super Bowl, there would be no school, maybe no work, it would be a holiday. So that's why, I don't know, people would like that. Tico, you reposted my video and now it blew up. Hey man, if you post something that I like, I'll repost it. If I see some shit I like, I repost. That's what I do. And if you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch, @Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on this board behind me. Get your name on the board. Aiden O'Connell says he is switching his jersey number to 12 from 4 out of respect for Derek Carr. Should 4 be retired in Las Vegas? Fuck to the no. Because, not gonna lie, Derek Carr didn't even do jack shit while he was in Vegas. What did Derek Carr do while he was in Vegas, huh? What did Derek Carr do? What did he do? He frickin', won a playoff game? Did he win a playoff game? I don't even think he won a playoff game. I think they made it to the playoffs and he got hurt and they weren't able to win the playoff game. I don't think Derek Carr did anything for that Raiders organization. Sorry. He didn't do anything. He was mid, and then he went over to frickin' New Orleans, and now and got paid, which he didn't deserve to get paid. He's not that good of a quarterback. Spencer Rattler hopefully will eventually get to take over for him because I just don't like Derek Carr. I don't like him. And the fact that Aiden O'Connell even switched his number from 4 to 12 is kind of stupid, not going to lie, because the amount of aura that you lose going from the number 4 to the number 12. I mean, 12's cool. It's Tom Brady's number, but still, Aiden O'Connell looked good in the 4. I liked Aiden O'Connell in the 4. That was kind of what made him so cool. It was like the Derek Carr replacement. That's what he did. But new era in Las Vegas. Whatever. New era. Aiden O'Connell's going to be wearing number 12. Okay, cool. What did this say? Thoughts on Nico Collins? I love Nico Collins. I think Nico Collins is still the wide receiver 1 for that team despite Stephon Diggs being there. I think it goes Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell. I love Nico Collins. I think he's going to have another 1,200-yard season. Actually, I think he had more than that. I think he had a 1,300-yard season. But I love Nico Collins. Dude's great. I had him on my fantasy team this past year. Was not mad about that. Very happy about that. The Eagles officially placed Devontae Parker on the reserve/retired list. So, rip Devontae Parker. Well, not rip. I mean, he's not dead. But Devontae Parker, done with the league. I remember when the Dolphins drafted him. Not going to lie, dude was really a waste of a first-round pick. He was really terrible. Never did really anything for us. I think he had one good season, and it was the one year where we were trying to tank, and I think he had 1,000 yards. That was the one good year of his entire career. Besides that, Devontae Parker really never did anything. Dude was pretty ass. But let's look at what... I think this is Michael Mayer talking about something.
My mentality, my attitude this year, nothing wrong with last year, but it's just different this year. It's different. I'm way happier, I'm way more positive. I love to be out here on this field. I love to play football, man. I love to. I mean, it's what I do. It's my job, like you said. So I've definitely flipped the script a little bit. Last year, maybe there were some days I didn't want to come in or something was going on. I flipped the script. It's time to dig down, play some ball, win some ball games, and do what I need to do for this team. It's rookie year's over.
The mindset change from the Raiders going from what's his face? Josh McDaniels to Antonio Pierce. It's such a mentality change in the locker room. And while Antonio Pierce might not be the best head coach in the league, he's not. I wouldn't call him that by any means. I wouldn't even call him a top 20 head coach. He's probably one of the bottom head coaches in the league. Still, he brings that aura. He brings that aura that the Raiders need. I couldn't think of a better head coach for the Raiders than Antonio Pierce. He just screams Raiders head coach. It's written all over him. He's just built for the job. He is built for it. Love it. I love it. I'm a fan. Thoughts on Jordan Love? We love Jordan Love. Jordan Love's great. He needs to get paid. Packers got to pay him before it gets any more expensive. Let's see. Okay. Eagles officially placed wide receiver Devontae Parker on the reserve retired list. Antonio Brown has filed for bankruptcy and owes 8 creditors nearly $3 million. Antonio Brown earned over $88 million in his career, and he now claims that he has less than $50,000 in assets. This is why Antonio Brown, I talked about the other day, filed for bankruptcy. He filed for bankruptcy. He is officially bankrupt. He failed at the game of Monopoly. Didn't do very well, and now he's bankrupt. So Antonio Brown, wasted too much money, did too many stupid things, got sued by too many people. The music career didn't really take off, obviously. He's crashing out. He's crashing out, already crashed, he's already out. He's cooked, gone. Antonio Brown, sad story, man. Sad story. A sad story of CTE. It'll make a great 30 for 30. That's the truth. It'll make a fantastic 30 for 30. The man who freaking took off his jersey and ran off the field and did all that. It'll be interesting to see. You might find Antonio Brown working at your local Walmart, or your local Dick's Sporting Goods. He might be selling football pads and shit soon. It sucks to see. Sucks to see, man. Sucks to see. But nonetheless, the next post right under that says, Antonio Brown should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, which he probably should be. He probably should be. If Antonio Brown didn't do all of the stupid shit that he did, he would 100% be a first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. Four-time first team All-Pro, 1 second team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler. He's a Super Bowl champion. Oh, with the Bucks, he is a Super Bowl champion. He has a ring. 6 seasons with over 100 catches, 2 NFL reception leaders, 2 NFL receiving leaders, NFL 2010s, all-decade team, 12,000 yards, 83 touchdowns, 187 punt returns, 129 games to reach 11,000 yards. You know, he was a dog. He was a dog. I remember back in the day in fantasy football, Antonio Brown would be like a top 5 pick every single year. You know, he'd be that one guy who you could always rely on. You know, he would never go against you. He'd never do the wrong thing by you. And then, you know, that contract ran up with the Steelers and they let him go and he went over to the Raiders and fucking, he didn't like the Raiders. He didn't like John Gruden. And then he went to the Patriots and then he got suspended and then went to the Bucks, won a Super Bowl, ran off the field with his shirt off. I mean, shit. Antonio Brown, what a career. What a career. What a career. An interesting one nonetheless. Very, very interesting career. Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson is looking much slimmer heading into next season. Dude, I want to find the picture of... There's a picture of Lamar Jackson like this year versus like last year. Look at this. Look at this shit. So this is 2022. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show so that you can see this. On the left, you got Lamar Jackson, like big boy 2022, all bulked up Lamar Jackson. And then on the right, we got this year Lamar Jackson. He's just he's a shell of him of his former self. He's built like fucking Jaden Daniels now. He looks like Jaden Daniels, frickin'. He's small. Small little fella. Do I think Justin Jefferson stays in Minnesota? Yeah, 100%. I think I have hiccups. Yeah, Lamar Jackson has lost a lot of weight. He has definitely gotten significantly tinier. Very, very tiny. What's up with Brandon Ayuk? Brandon Ayuk is not holding out technically because we're not at training camp yet, so it's technically not called holding out. But Brandon Ayuk is just sitting out. He's not playing. He's not showing up to OTAs. He doesn't plan on showing up to minicamp next week. He wants a contract. He wants a new contract. Even though he's really not due for one, he could really wait another year. But still, he wants a new contract. And that's where we're at with that. That's where we're at with that. It's a very similar situation with T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. They're all just waiting to get paid. Do you think Jonathan Brooks would be a good player for fantasy? Yeah. Yeah, I like Jonathan Brooks. What I will say about Jonathan Brooks is that I was watching his tape, and I like Trey Benson more than Jonathan Brooks, just because I like Trey Benson's build a little bit better. No Diddy. Trey Benson this is gonna be crazy. No Diddy, but Trey Benson has a fat ass. You know, Trey Benson has a fat ass, and I feel like that's an important thing for running backs. You got to have a fat ass. It's important, you know. And Trey Benson's a thick boy. No Diddy, but Trey Benson's thick. He's thick, and I don't know. Jonathan Brooks is a little smaller than him, and Jonathan Brooks has a really big head. I feel like Jonathan Brooks has an extremely big head. I don't know. It looks like a bobblehead on him. That might sound stupid, but fuck me. No Diddy. What else? I also don't like the Panthers offense as much as I like the Cardinals offense. Like, I like to think that James Conner is a lot more likely to get hurt than, who do the Panthers have in the backfield? You know, you got Chuba Hubbard back there who's going to steal carries. You also got Miles Sanders, who technically, you know, he might not be great, but he is still there. So I think there's a little bit more competition in that backfield, and I don't know. I like the Cardinals a little bit better. The draft capital's basically the same. You know, it's 15, 20 pick difference. It's not that big of a deal. I like Trey Benson better than Jonathan Brooks. I had my Dynasty rookie draft a couple weeks ago, and I actually had the opportunity to draft either Jonathan Brooks or Trey Benson, and I took I took Trey Benson over Jonathan Brooks. So, just putting that out there. Damn, in Kyle Shanahan's 6 playoff losses, he's been outscored 85-12 in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's not Kyle Shanahan's fault. That's kind of Steve Wilks' fault, and that's why Steve Wilks was looking for a job, because Steve Wilks is not good. Steve Wilks did not get the job done. He ain't the man. Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. should be fine after bumping his knee and leaving practice early today, per Coach Shane Steichen. Let's read a little bit further into that one. Let's look. Oh, look, we have a bunch of news here. Michael Pittman Jr. is expected to be okay. It's the same shit. I'd love to see what happened to him. See if we can find it real quick. Michael. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Michael Pittman. Let's see what comes up when we type in Michael Pittman. Teagan's camp was looking for an offer that was similar to the Michael Pittman deal with the Colts. Michael Pittman with a brutal hit. We're not going to find anything here about Michael Pittman. We are not going to find anything here about Michael Pittman, are we? Nope, we're not going to find anything here about Michael Pittman. Okay, cool. Let's scroll back down. Where were we? We were right here somewhere. Right here. Okay. Doug Peterson is expecting more yards for Travis Etienne in 2024. This is a straight quote from Doug Peterson. I think there's more out there that he can get yard-wise, is what Doug Peterson said about Travis Etienne. But I will also say, Doug Peterson also said earlier in the offseason that Tank Bigsby is going to have a much bigger role this season and that they don't want Travis Etienne handling as many carries as he did last year. Because I believe, I could be wrong, but I think Travis Etienne got hurt towards the end of the season, or was banged up at least towards the end of the season, and they don't want that to happen again. So I remember him talking about wanting to get Tank Bigsby a little bit more involved. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board. I'll say like, yo, thank you for following. Like, we have a couple people who followed so far today. We got Lol Walk, Santon Pins, Nanobot, Cod Will, TGB Kaner, Angel P, Jiggy Glizzy. I mean, shit. If you go over there and you follow on Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show, you will get your name on the board, and I'll be like, hey, thank you for following. And if you're watching on Twitch and you're not following, make sure you're following. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers no-look pass, Megatron highlights. Let's see what Patrick Mahomes and Harrison Butker had to say about, or Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid had to say about Harrison Butker.
I know Harrison. I've known him for 7 years, and I judge him by the character that he shows every single day, and that's a good person. That's someone who cares about the people around him, cares about his family, and wants to make a good impact in society. When you're in the locker room, there's a lot of people from a lot of different areas of life, and they have a lot of different views on everything, and we're not always going to agree, but and there's certain things he said that I don't necessarily agree with, but I understand the person that he is, and he's trying to do whatever he can to lead people in the right direction, and that might not be the same values as I have, but at the same time, I'm going to judge him by the character that he shows every single day, and that's a great person.
Let me ask y'all this. I don't want to get political. I don't want to get political here, but what do y'all think about what Harrison Butker said? Out of curiosity, I just want to know, what do y'all think? And if you don't know what Harrison Butker said, Harrison Butker basically went into this graduation and was... Wait, let me just find it. Let me not try to explain it, because if I try to explain it, I'm going to explain it wrong. Is Keon a good pick for fantasy? Depends on what you're talking about. Depends on what you're talking about. It was bad for the set... Dude, I agree with that. Listen, whether you agree or you disagree with what Harrison Butker said, where he said it was definitely the wrong place to say it. You should not have said... Oh, it's Julian Edelman's birthday. Shout out Julian Edelman. Happy birthday, Julian Edelman. Harrison Butker, like... It was the wrong situation to say it in, you know? You shouldn't be saying that in a frickin' at a graduation. Like, if you want to say that and you're at like a press conference or something, cool, like, get it off your chest, awesome, like, do whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, that's your opinion, nobody's taking that away from you. But I don't know why you're saying that at a graduation. There's like better things you could be saying at graduation. You know, you could be talking about like, oh, great job for you know, getting through 4 years of college, and you know, putting your best foot forward and really studying and doing really good and doing this and that. Let me read some. So here we got a long one. Listen to this. I think he has the right to say what he wants, and there was an intended audience, which was not a lot of people that were offended. But you don't talk about politics at all. You don't talk about politics at all at graduation. Okay, yeah, I agree. Overall, he was just saying things that the Catholic Church believes in. Yeah, that's true. He was just saying that. Catholic views for Catholic people. But it was at a Catholic church. Yeah, that's true. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. Just wrong place to say it. That's all I'll say. Wrong place to say it. Wrong place. You know, even though it was a Catholic graduation, church, school, whatever the fuck. Wrong place. Wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. The Colts just dropped an Anthony Richardson hype tape. You're reminded that this guy is only 22 years old. I don't mind watching an Anthony Richardson hype tape.
I always dreamed about getting to the NFL.
We love Anthony Richardson over here, brother. Well, I don't know if he's from Florida, but I know that he played at Florida. And if you play at Florida, you're a Florida Jit in my book.
I'm Anthony Richardson, and that's that.
Was Anthony Richardson born in Florida?
Here's Richardson. He takes it in for his first NFL touchdown. Protected, puts him there under it, up the far side.
Oh, hell yeah, bruh. Anthony Richardson from the 305, brother. Anthony Richardson from the 305. He a Florida Jit it hard. Dang, he a Florida Jit. He a Florida Jit. We reppin' 954-305 till we die. Florida. Shout out my Florida Jits. Shout out my Florida Jits. Wherever my Florida Jits out, you know where we at.
Straight ahead.
Florida. Okay, I'm done watching that. Mike Tomlin and Troy Polamalu reunite at Steelers OTAs. Cool, nice. He from Florida. If it was a regular setting in a Catholic school, it would have been fine, but not at a graduation. Yeah, man, I agree. Sure, yeah. Do you think Anthony Richardson will get hurt again? I sure hope not. Tico show or Tico show or Pat McAfee show? What do you mean? Tico show, bruh. Tico fantasy show all day. No, probably a Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee show's fire. I'd love to make this, like, eventually one day, like, the production quality of the Pat McAfee show, but fuck, I'm gonna have to wait till the season comes around and, we can get more people in here, because it's hard to build. We're trying to build this audience from scratch for, like, Twitch and shit. We're building it from scratch, and, it's, we're building it in the off season, so it's kind of hard. But Tico fantasy show, that's what we always are. Do you think Justin Jefferson is going to get paid? Obviously, he has to get paid. If there's no reason for him not to get paid. So I do think he'll get paid. If not Tua, who would you want as a QB outside the top 5? I wish we drafted a QB. I wish the frickin' Dolphins drafted a QB. That would have been nice. I love the appreciation of output and outpouring and concern of love regarding the future of the podcast/Twitter handle. We are very distraught by struggling to grapple with the recent news, but we are very depressed for the sticks will never stop. What is this?
What? We got people running with chains on. We got a 90-year-old guy running with chains on, and they're doing this. And what? We got people running with chains.
You hear that? That's actually, I'm going to probably end up getting to that, but, it sounds like the chain gang for the NFL, the guys who go out there and hold the fucking first down markers and shit. It sounds like it's going to be the end of them. It sounds like they're done for. It sounds like we're not going to see them anymore, because the NFL announced that, I don't have it here, but the NFL announced that they are going to be introducing a new system using electronics and lasers to fucking determine like a first down and shit, so it could be more accurate. So sucks. No more chain gang. It's iconic. It's gone. Likely gone. And they'll probably not bring it back because obviously I like to think the lasers and electronics are going to be much more accurate. So sucks to see. It's the end of an era, but one less person on the sidelines, I guess. I mean, if you care about that. What does OTA stand for? OTA stands for, I lost it. I used to have it here, but I think it was Organizational Team Activity. I think. Something like that. But yeah, it sounds like the chain gang is gone. Sucks to see. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh, says running back Keaton Mitchell is on schedule in his recovery from the torn ACL he suffered in Week 15. But he will not be back for training camp, and is not expected to be back until sometime during the season. It's not like right around the corner. Yeah, I get that. He tore his ACL really late into the year. It was right before they went to the playoffs, so I remember that. That was a terrible injury. I don't know if do y'all remember, do I have any certified locks for Mavs Wolves? No, I haven't bet on any, I haven't put any money on anything yet, so no, but, I don't know. I have to look. I haven't even looked yet. Maybe I'll make a quick video after this, who knows. They're staying, the rule did not pass. You sure? That's not what I read. That's not what I read, my brother. Let's see, chain gang. Let's see if anything comes up. The end of the NFL to test optical tracking systems for line to gain rulings in preseason with eyes toward 2024 implementation. The chain may no longer keep us together. The NFL is moving forward this preseason with an optional tracking system for line-to-line gain rulings. The system has been tried out in a few NFL stadiums this past season, and it will get a full preseason trial this summer. If the trial goes well, everyone's on board. The tracking system will be implemented for the full... Okay. So here's how we can stop this from happening. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. We need somebody to fuck up the optical tracking system that the NFL is going to introduce in the preseason instead of the chain gang. We need somebody to fuck it up. We need to pay somebody off to like mess with a laser or fuck up a number, mess something up so that it's not correct. And if we do that, there is a chance that it will not be implemented for 2024, and that the chain gang will still be here, and that we will still be able to give jobs to the people for the chain gang. That's what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we need to do. We need to just fuck it up a little bit. If we fuck it up a little bit, we can keep the chain gang. It's possible. It is still possible. We just need to get somebody on the inside. We need to get somebody on the inside who loves the chain gang as much as we do. Who do I got winning tonight? Wolves. They got Prime MJ out there, baby. Prime MJ. Anthony Edwards be looking like MJ out there. JJ McCarthy has been, quote-unquote, struggling in practice. The coaches gave him an earful as his ball protection has been very poor this year. Not good. Not good, Mr. JJ McCarthy. Not good. But then again, it's only his fucking, like, second day at OTAs. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to worry about it until we start getting bad reports during, like, training camp. If we get, you know those videos last season of, like, Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield, like, soaring the footballs over people's heads at training camp? If I see those videos from JJ McCarthy, then I will start worrying about him. But until then, I'm not worrying about this. This is, obviously, he's going to fucking struggle. It's his second day at OTAs. You know, he just got into the NFL. He's not even in the NFL yet. The OTAs don't count. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it yet. Who has more to prove this year health-wise? Herbert, Burrow, Watson? Burrow? I don't know. You follow NBA at all? Yeah, I follow the NBA. I'd be following the NBA hella. I'd be following the NBA every night. I watched Pacers Celtics last night. Great game. Great game. Darnold will start for at least 7 to 8 weeks, at least. At least. I wouldn't be surprised if he started even more. I think Sam Darnold's going to be pretty good, actually. I think Sam Darnold's going to be just as good or better than Kirk Cousins was. And that might be crazy to say, but... You know, with all of those weapons you got, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, I mean, shit. I don't see how a quarterback can fail in this system. Aaron Jones in the backfield, I just don't see how anybody can fail in this Viking system. So, I'm not worried about it. I think Sam Darnold's going to be very good as a quarterback for this team. And then the defense, I don't mind the defense either. I like the defense. You know, they grabbed Dallas Turner, grabbed... I don't know who else they added on the defense. Nobody. Jonathan Greenard, I think they added on defense. I might be wrong. I'm not quite sure. But yeah. Chiefs first-round rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy sits out of OTAs with a hamstring strain. Throwback to Stephon Diggs. I love this video.
Some specific people. I got outfit. Specific. Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
In.
Name something specific.
Leave it in. I love that video. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. If you follow over on Twitch, I will write your name on this board, and I will give you a little shout out. I'll be like, hey, phone 1234, thank you for following. Just go over there and follow, please. George Pickens says he'll pull all-nighters just thinking about football. Yeah, man, same here, brother. Same here. I'd be thinking about my fucking fantasy football team. I'd be thinking about that shit. Are the Packers overrated? I don't think so. I think the Packers are kind of underrated. He plays like all 11 positions. Oh, Ruben Rodriguez just followed. Oh, Deluxe Game SSTV just followed. Thank you for following. Thank you for following. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you follow, you will get your name on this board in like 5 minutes, maybe even less. I will write those names on the board real soon. I'll probably end stream like in another minute or two, actually. Because we're starting to get into shit we already looked at. Patriots owner Robert Kraft's son, Josh, is actively considering running for Boston mayor. Oh, Sammy D just followed. Thank you for following, Sammy D. Thank you, Sammy D. Sammy D just followed. What do you think about the Chargers? I'm not crazy about the offseason moves they made, but, you know, maybe Jim Harbaugh will be a good coach. Who knows? Who knows? I already made a video earlier today about how, that he wasn't great. You know, I'm not in love with him. How many more until 3K? We need... Oh, OnSlime Foo just followed. Thank you for following OnSlime Foo. We are 78 followers away from 3,000. Almost there. We're getting closer. You know, we try to get some more followers over here every day. We love the Twitch, you know. Twitch is awesome. We're just trying to blow it up. Trying to get it to go eventually. Cowboys QB coach Trey Lance. Oh, Cowboys QB coach says that Trey Lance is super coachable. Let me read this whole thing here. This will probably be the last thing I read. Cowboys coach Scott Tolzien said Trey Lance is super coachable. Quote unquote, it's not just hearsay for him. He works at it, whether he's with us or on his own time. It's obvious that he works at it, and we're appreciative of that, Tolzien said after Tuesday's OTAs. Lance, 24, who was acquired by Dallas last season in exchange for a 4th-round pick, is expected to see plenty of action in the preseason while Dak Prescott sits. After mostly serving as the Cowboys' emergency QB3 in 2023, Lance could be Prescott's direct backup in 2024. His rushing potential could make Lance interesting for fantasy purposes if Prescott misses time for any reason this season. Which, you know, you need to get hurt in order for that to happen. But I think that's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Bills wide receiver Chase Claypool has looked good in practices with the Bills. That's nice to know. Chase Claypool doesn't look terrible. He's playing good for the Bills. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow, get your name on the board, and then, yeah, give Trey Lance a chance. Please give Trey Lance a chance. Please, come on, bruh. That pisses me off every single time I talk about it, you know? Trey Lance just got the short end of a stick, and it just pisses me off so much. It pisses me off. I hate to see it, because I love Trey Lance. And the fact that Brock Purdy just came in there and just fucking swooped up his job because he got hurt, and then frickin', they traded him to somewhere where he can't even start. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. You should do start bench cuts. I'll do start bench cuts once we get closer to the season. Somebody just followed. E.D. Sturman. Thank you for following. Thank you for following, E.D. Sturman. Joe Milton will have a similar career to Trey Lance. The only difference is that frickin' Trey Lance was the 3rd overall pick and Joe Milton is a fucking 5th or 6th round pick. So, a little different. Zeri Kool-Aid just followed. Thank you for following. I'm out of water. But I think that's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch. I'm going to be over there writing everybody's names on the board. So if you go over there and you follow right now, Elite Barhoom just followed. Thank you for following, Elite Barhoom. If you go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show right now and you follow, you will get your name on this board. And I'm still going to be going live I'm still going to be streaming over there for a second or two while I write all the names on the board. But TikTok, I am done. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show right now. Go get your name on the board. I'll give you 2 minutes to go over there and follow so you can get your name on the board. And yeah, peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, people on Twitch, Mellow2K just followed. Okay, or Mellow24K, my bad. Mellow24K. What did y'all just say? What happened to Antonio Brown, by the way? Antonio Brown is out of money. Antonio Brown is out of money. He's, I don't know, a lot of shit's happening to Antonio Brown, like that other person just said. Antonio Brown is out of money. He owes debt collectors a bunch of money. He, what's the other thing? What's the other problem he had? Yeah, he's just out of money. He has no money, which is pretty much a big problem in itself, you know? Being out of money is not good. You need money to kind of survive in this world. And Antonio Brown might be working at your local Walmart real soon. Real soon. Probably not. He'll probably fucking just go get some sponsorship deals or probably make some videos on fucking TikTok. Or he'll start going live on TikTok Live and asking you guys to like donate him money. But he'll be fine. It's Antonio Brown. Okay! Jiggly Glizzy's going on the... Oh, wait. Let me change this. Change this so you can see me. One shot. There we go. Okay, who's going on the board? Jiggly Glizzy. On the board. Angel P. TGB Kaner. Cod Will. Nanobot. Be writing your names in the cracks. Santi Pins. Santi Pins. Low Walk. Ruben Rodriguez. Damn, I be looking caked up. No diddy. Shit, I be looking caked up. Ruben, wait, Ruben Rodriguez? Ruben Rodriguez. Deluxe Games. Sammy D. What else? What else? The Realist Alive. D Realist Alive. Edie Sturman. Zary Kool-Aid. Elite Barhoom. And Mellow 24K. You're on the board. If you followed, you were on the board. Thank you very much for following. That is all we got for today. We will be back tomorrow at 4:30. Hopefully, I was a little late today. Wrong stream, dude. Sorry. I was a little late today. I pulled up at like 4:45 or 4:50, so I'll try to be here at 4:30 tomorrow, a little earlier. And yeah, that's all we got for today. Thank you very much for watching. Be back here tomorrow at 4:30 for more NFL news. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye, and peace out.